Now, by Sunday evening, we hope there will be another All-Ireland title in the Banner County, courtesy of Terence Fahy's under-20 hurlers. They're playing Galway in Semple Stadium, a repeat of their minor meeting from 3 years ago. Derek Dormer with us in studio to look ahead to that and a few other bits as well. But I suppose this is centre stage. This is massive.
Huge, absolutely huge. Two best teams in the country, Derek. So look, there's no guarantee Clare will win, and if they don't, it's hurtful, that you lose a final, but it doesn't really matter in the overall scheme of things. Again, another generation of hurlers has been produced, and this generation have won Harty Cups, minor All-Irelands, Munster Under-20 Championships, and now in an All-Ireland Under-20 final. So that's the most pleasing aspect of it. You have 20 hurlers to come up and, into the senior squad, give Brian Lohan some options, and that's the key for me. I think it'll be a cracking game if we can control Nyland and Rabbit, because they will be there. It's an All-Ireland Under-20 title.
Well, that job has just got 50% easier because Nyland's out. So
he's out. Okay.
Out. Yeah. So
well, it's got, I'd say 75% easier.
Yeah. It's amazing the trajectory though to have your All-Ireland minor pairing back at under-20 as well. I suppose it's a huge vote of confidence in the work both counties have done.
Yeah, it is, and they obviously have proper structures in place. Management teams all singing off the same hymn sheet, coaching the same way, and it's like a blueprint. We do this at under-14, we do this at 16, and it continues through, and that's how success is obtained. And in fairness to both counties, they were the best two teams in Ireland 3 years ago. They're the best two teams in Ireland today.
And I suppose two very different provincial finals as well. We know the penalty shootout drama. Galway comfortable enough winners over Kilkenny. Does that sharpen one over the other?
Kilkenny are like Bernard Hanrahan's Man United. They'll never reach the top again.
Yeah.
I saw him coming out there and he talking about Man United and Alex Ferguson. I said, I'll fix the bomber.
Yeah. Expecting a Clare victory?
Hopeful.
Yeah.
Hopeful. I don't think you can expect at this stage of an under. They're two outstanding teams. They'll go toe to toe. I'd imagine there won't be a puck of a ball in it. That's what I'm expecting, and my heart and my head says we'll get over the line. But if we didn't, it's not a big disaster. They're in the All-Ireland final against, with the two best teams in the country. There isn't much more they can do except lift the cup. And if it's to be, it's to be. And if it isn't, there's 20 more hurlers ready to step up into the Clare senior setup, and that's the big thing.
Yep, that is 2:00 Sunday in FBD Semple Stadium. We'll stick with another senior side for the moment. Round 2 of the Camogie Championship below in Wexford Park. Great win over Dublin last weekend. Another one here, and you've a foot and a half into an All-Ireland quarter final. And
a knighthood for Eugene Foodie since he's since he's taken the job. He's made big calls. Big players have been, not we'll say thrown aside or anything like that. Big changes to the team. You row in behind him, and they've put in a huge amount of work on physical fitness, strength and conditioning. They look a leaner, more shredded team, and I think they've done really, really well. They're probably the 5th best side in Ireland at the moment on form, and who's to say come out, get into the quarterfinal? Who's to say you can beat one of them 4 and get into an All-Ireland semi-final? I've been impressed with everything they've done. They've won games where it hasn't gone to plan for them, but they're resolute girls. And what's really heartening about this, Derek, is a lot of them girls won a junior All-Ireland that we commentated on a few years back in Croke Park, and they didn't stop there. They knew they had to get better. They went and got better. They knew they had to get stronger. They went and got stronger. So you put in all that hard work. They're reaping the rewards now. And start throwing out a few all-stars to Clare Camogie. Darren Murphy, Lorna Mack. Let's get these girls all-stars. And it's been brilliant, and long may it continue. Beat Wexford at the weekend, and they've basically one foot in the quarter-final.
Yeah, it feels like a really big game. The two minor squads are in action as well. The hurlers taking on Limerick down in Thurles tomorrow, and then the minor footballers are up in Longford taking on Down. They're two big games. We'll talk more about them tonight on Sideline View. But this evening at the county grounds in Frank Keely Park, the first of the Clare Cup semi-finals.
The semi-final.
It's a big one.
Yeah, it's the semi-final because of the greatest respect to Ennis Diamond, who they're only a second division club, done remarkably well. So you'd imagine Avenue will have far too much for them in the Saturday game. But tonight's game could go to 110, 120 minutes, could go to the penalties. Newmarket and the Bridge. There's the Bridge. when they played, because I've been at all their games, the Bridge looked the better side, have been 2-0 up, been 3-1 up in games. But Newmarket just have that DNA, that fabric inside them of, we know how to win, we won't panic, we get the job done. I think it'll be a really, really fiercely contested battle. You know yourself, Derek, familiarity breeds contempt. They've squared off several times, and tonight is just round 12 of what's been a heavyweight season, and I can't call it. It genuinely could go all the way to penalties, and if it does, you have the two best goalkeepers in the county and probably in the province, and in Shane Cusick the best in the country. So John Mulready, Shane Cusick, they'll have big parts to play. It should be a cracking game.
It should indeed. And of course the ladies open their All-Ireland Football Championship on Sunday afternoon at 12 o'clock as well. More of that on Sideline View. But Derek Dormer, thanks for that here on Morning Folk.